in this video I want to introduce to you Devoting Everything to My Wonderful Youth. Nah, I didn't go crazy because I'm reaching 30. This is the name of a funny sim racing manga. Yes, sim racing manga. And I will go through the first chapter in this video, so hopefully you will get interested in this nice and chill manga because it has beautiful artwork and I believe it deserves to get more attention. In this story you will get to know a girl named Yuika Kagami. Her father used to own a GTR R34 Skyline and she loved that beast so much when she was little and got to be a co-driver, co-pilot to her father. I think this is still an ongoing manga. This means that the new chapters are still releasing and it means it's still being published. And hopefully we will get more translations so we can continue reading this gem. If you're the kind of person who absolutely hate spoilers, I recommend not even watching more of this because the rest of the video might spoil the story for you, as I'll be quickly going through the first chapter of this wonderful manga. In the first chapter, you will meet the girl named Yuika, a high school girl in a search for a new hobby that will make her blood boil with excitement. In one scene, we see her phone screen where it shows she already tried a couple of different hobbies, including bungee jumping, which happens at the beginning of the manga, but doesn't seem very interested in them, then leaves this hobby to dust. Next day, we can see her walk into school with her classmate talking about the bungee jumping and how she wasted all the money, took nice photo, but that was it for her. Her classmate will invite her to go to see some clubs with her at their school so that she could maybe find something that would be interesting for her. But just like many TikTok iPad children today, she starts whining about how everything is boring, to which her classmate makes a great point that she needs to actually stick with something first before she ultimately starts thinking highly of it. Yuka starts talking about how she misses Archan, which is the nickname for the R34 that her father used to own in the past, and she will remember how he always looked so happy when doing anything with the R34. Well, can you blame the man? And then a girl comes on the podium and introduces a gaming club. She says 26 people failed the test to enter the club, and then Yuka asks her classmate why she didn't try joining the club, and we learn that she tried but failed the entrance test. Yuka is surprised as fuck since her classmate is a gamer girl, but the gamer girl classmate says she's good at FPS games, so basically shooting games like Fortnite and shit. But the test was from different kind of game, but we don't know which kind of game. I mean, you already know, but we don't know. Later that day, on her way home, Yuka is checking the prices of BNR R34 and realizes she's nowhere near close to ever getting one. I feel her feelings in these panels so much. Later in the story we find out Yuka's father has passed away and this is her way of showing him that she will be alright without him by learning how to live to the fullest, and that's why she's devoting everything to her wonderful youth. Her mother tells her not to push herself so much for her dad, and she says that she doesn't just do it for him, for her dad, but because she wants to be as amazing as he was, and if she settles for something that isn't exciting, she will never be able to catch up to him. Yeah, pretty amazing story, right? Next day she goes to check the game research club, that's basically the gaming club, at school, and on her way there she wishes she could drive R34 all out at least once, and to her surprise, when she walks up to the club and opens the door, she sees a sim racing setup. This is where it's starting to get exciting, as this reminds me of myself when I first found Assetto Corsa and I found Akina Toge. So Yuika asks if R34 is in this game, and another club member starts a tantrum about how they should stop letting people come try one race in VR and then leave, and that they need to focus on taking this more seriously, to which Yuika asks why would they take it seriously since it's just a game, and this club member gets even angrier and asks Yuka to race her. Yuka gets her avatar created and picks GTR R34 since it was in the game, and there's this beautiful scene where it seems like she can see her father smiling from inside the car, but he's not there. Then a club member girl joins and is asked by Yuka if she will be okay with such a small car and maid outfit. Because this club member girl, I don't even know what car she took actually. To which the club member girl, I should probably find out what her name is because it's weird I call her club member girl, but whatever, responds that it's a handicap to keep it fair since it's Yuika's first sim racing battle. She's quickly passed by club member girl and is confused how did that happen, but remembers her father told her about the out and out technique, which basically means to approach a corner while being on outside, then turn in and end up on the outside after coming out of the corner again. That's just basically something every sim racing enthusiast or racer knows, but not everyone follows this. Me neither. I always fly in the corner on all kinds of angles, and maybe that's why I'm so slow. So once Yuika finally understands what it means and how to get through the corners with some speed, she starts gaining on club member girl, who isn't even surprised because, as she says, it's GTR, anybody with half decent skills will be fast in that car. Yuika then enters the zone, remembers how she watched with her mom, her father race against RX-7 in the past, and starts gaining on club member girl, the gap being smaller and smaller until she reaches the famous Tokyo Drift crossroad, where she gets stopped by pedestrians, but thinks she will get through them since it's just a game, but learns for every run over pedestrian she gains plus 3 seconds. And then Yuika kept getting lost and her AI assistant didn't know how to make this damn girl go where she was supposed to. It almost looked like Yuika will lose, and the club member girl, I found out she's actually club president, so I'm gonna call her Club Press, was getting her hopes up since she really wanted to meet someone who would be as serious about sim racing as her, but it looks like Yuika isn't it. Well, she is it. There was this awesome scene. We see Yuika jump through a fence since it's still just a game with great open world. And as Yuika was just right behind club member girl, at the final corner Yuika happened to be in an impossible spot with random traffic, and she had no choice but to either slow down or try to go full out, but would most probably crash into the second car that was behind the traffic truck AI car. It looked like this is where Yuika loses, but right at that moment she remembered another technique her father showed her when she was little. His killer move that was mentioned before but wasn't explained what it was. We learned that her father taught her a drift theory. And there it was, Yuika came in first place, jumped up screaming victory, just to find out she actually ended up second because of penalties. So yeah, that reminds me of my first race in Gran Turismo. So in the end, Club Press allows Yuika to join since she was amazing, and Club Press was impressed by her R34 drift. So then we find out Yuka's father was Kagami Shotaro, who is supposed to be a famous racing driver in Japan from the manga reality. And since I believe you should actually give this one a chance and read it yourself, I won't spoil the ending of the first chapter, but it was pretty heartbreaking, especially if you lost a parent. This thing might hit you in the feels a little. If you liked animes like Initial D, Wangan Midnight, Overtake, then give this one a chance as well. I know many people dislike reading manga, especially if it's like racing manga, so give this one a chance if you want. If not, then I don't know, it's up to you. Hopefully one day we will get this as an anime, so we can all watch a funny sim racing anime together. Have a nice day. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, and if you're new to this channel, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell button. If you gave this manga a chance, tell me in the comments if you enjoyed reading this. Alright, see ya next time.